There are certain moments in the celebrity circus where you just have to freeze, blink rapidly, and whisper, "Harper's Bazaar, who hurt you to make you choose this kind of violence?" Because let's be absolutely real, after suffering through the visual assault that is Meghan Markle's December 2025 art issue cover, one thing has become universally, painfully clear. Someone over at Harper's Bazaar HQ woke up, chose chaos, and decided to troll the Duchess of Montecito into oblivion. The cover didn't just drop, it crash-landed like a radioactive meteor across social media, sparking a level of confusion and second-hand embarrassment that had everyone asking, "Wait, is this a parody?" Even people who couldn't care less about the royals were suddenly glued to the train wreck asking, "Why does this look like a high-budget LinkedIn profile pic for someone who just got fired?" And frankly, calling it LinkedIn quality is being far too generous to this disaster. Let's brutally unpack this entire saga, shall we? The tragic outfits, the word salad quotes, and that classic Meghan logic of "I invited myself, but let's pretend it was a secret exclusive." It's the same old tired brand, bizarre humble brag spirituality, endless droning about authenticity, and the recurring, glaring lack of anything actually authentic. Harper's Bazaar really decided to slap Meghan on the cover barefaced, or as barefaced as a narcissist can be when coated in 6 layers of no-makeup makeup, blasted with studio lighting, and filtered within an inch of her life. Her hair is scraped back in what I can only assume is an attempt at chic, but her expression is giving supermarket security camera footage, mixed with exhausted mom realizing the toddler is screaming at 3 hours a.m. They billed this as the art issue, but let's be honest, the real art here is the masterclass level of trolling. The magazine basically looked at her and said, "We're stripping you down to your essence. And guess what? The essence is painfully mid. It's giving absolutely nothing. Behind the glam, the cupboard is bare, and we want the world to see the emptiness." Clearly, some stylist whispered, "Pamela Anderson did the fresh face thing and became an icon again. Let's have Meghan cosplay that vibe." The difference? Pamela looked peaceful, empowered, and raw. Meghan looks like she lost a vicious battle with a blow-dryer that she refused to turn on. And then, brace yourselves, the second photo dropped. A sleeveless red dress with a cape that screams, "I couldn't decide between the Renaissance Fair, a discount superhero comic, or Mother of the Bride." Meghan stands there, staring dramatically into the middle distance, like she's waiting for a prophecy that's never coming. It's very monkcore meets overpriced wellness retreat. It's giving tech founder meets minor extra in a perfume commercial. This is apparently her current aesthetic. Oversized draped fabrics, a mystical guru stare, and minimalist makeup that screams, "I'm above earthly concerns," while desperately craving earthly attention. The internet rightly asked, why is she dressed like Gandhi's understudy? Others pointed out the obvious. This is what happens when you cosplay a visionary but forget to actually have a vision. Now, let's tear into the quotes. It is the legendary, sprawling, contradictory collection of humble brags, and "I am a deeply profound person, trust me" vibes we've come to expect. She starts with, "You learn not to do it again. If it all goes swimmingly, you don't learn." Okay, sure, Jan. But then the interview dissolves into the now time-honoured tradition of Meghan Markle philosophy TM. Airy, vacuous statements that sound like they were generated by an inspirational quote machine running on 1% battery. She actually says, "There's no such thing as perfect. I too get to make mistakes." Well, honey, if this photo shoot is the evidence, you are absolutely embracing the mistake lifestyle. She rambles on about watching her kids learn and giving herself grace, which are lovely concepts until you realise every single interview she gives hits the exact same robotic rhythm. Motherhood, growth, learning, imperfection, founder energy, empowerment, repeat. It's like a bad audiobook stuck on a loop. People reading this were rolling their eyes, thinking, "Yes, Meghan, we know you are learning and growing. You've been telling us this every 3 weeks for 5 years." And naturally, no Meghan interview would be complete without her reminding everyone how deeply, obsessively Harry is obsessed with her. This part was a woo-woo journey into narcissism. Meghan says, "He loves me boldly, fully. Girl, blink twice if you're holding a Hallmark card rider hostage." Then she drops the hammer. "No one in the world loves me more than him." Okay, that is certainly a sentence. Not I love him. Not we love each other. Just he loves me. Not your kids, your mum. Just Harry. Only Harry. This line set the internet ablaze, not because it's romantic, but because it reads like a monologue from a daytime soap opera written by a teenager. Again, no mention of her love for him, just a validation of her own ego through his adoration. It feels less like a marriage and more like a Valentine's Day ad she wrote to herself. And then, the Balenciaga Fashion Week incident. Oh, this was arguably the most unintentionally hilarious part of the grift. Meghan explained her viral appearance like this. "I reached out and said, 'Happy to come and support you.' We kept it a secret." It was fun. Translation for the sane among us. I RSVP'd to an event nobody invited me to, but I brought my own good vibes. Meanwhile, the designer basically said afterward that she just sort of showed up. So the internet collectively screamed, "How are you playing the front row icon when you practically begged for the seat?" The whole saga is the PR equivalent of crashing a party and then pretending the host begged you to be the guest of honour. It's one of the most widely mocked details from the article, alongside the revelation that she apparently insists on being announced before walking into a room as Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, like she's about to knight someone with a ceremonial baguette. People could not believe the audacity. Someone wrote, "This is giving local Renaissance fair performer who takes the role way too seriously." Another rightly pointed out, "Girl, you live in Montecito. Your town crier is probably your assistant Susan with a clipboard." Almost every reader agreed. This article was a whole lot of nothing. 1,000 words of filler, vague self-help slogans, and the same bullet points recycled from every interview since 2016. Hard-working, authentic, mother, founder, growth, grace, kitchen office, a random STEM visit. It's like her PR team has a checklist and they refuse to add a single new square. People joked, "It's so boring her own ghostwriter fell asleep halfway through." It's like watching beige wallpaper try to describe itself. The photos genuinely looked like the creative team went on strike but still clocked in just to mess with her. People noted, "If this is the best shot, I am terrified to see the worst." The photographer definitely hates her. So much could have been edited or fixed, but they left her looking like she's cosplaying Victoria Beckham at a discount mall photo booth. Every photo makes her look 10 years older and 10 times more confused. Some swore the hair and makeup crew quit halfway through, leaving Meghan to fend for herself with a hotel mirror and a prayer. Others theorised she insisted on the bare-faced look to match Pamela Anderson, which, newsflash, Meghan, you did not invent. The general consensus? Harper's Bazaar did not come to play, they came to expose. If the photos weren't enough, the behind-the-scenes video arrived to seal the deal. And oh boy, black and white, slow motion, dramatic hand poses, staring into the lens like she's trying to telepathically communicate her own importance to the photographer. Someone online savaged it. "It's giving I watched one Victoria Beckham video and now I'm a fashion icon." Another nailed it. "This is full Zoolander. Someone tell her blue steel is supposed to be ironic." Meghan Markle's every new article is positioned as, "This time, Meghan finally tells her truth." But it's always the same truth. the same anecdotes, the same stale epiphanies, the same mixed metaphors. It's like she has one template and just hits resend every few months. People joked that with how many times she's opened up, she's basically an emotional piñata at this point. Every time Meghan tries to craft a new narrative, it somehow collapses into chaos, like watching someone try to build a sandcastle during a tsunami. But one thing is for sure, she will be back. Another interview, another photo shoot, another self-help coded pseudo-philosophical monologue telling us once again about authenticity, growth, motherhood, and the journey. She never stops.